Hey, how y'all doing? Can you guys hear me? All right, let's see what we got going on here. All right, so give me a 5x5 if you guys can hear what I'm saying. It shouldn't be echoing. The sound is down on the. All right, cool. All right, now I covered this subject in a supporter stream, just for supporters. It's about 3-4 weeks back. It's a new pop culture comedy video I'm working on called "Sell Me Marriage." All right, take a minute, get yourself a beer. This stream is for fun, and we're going to be talking some mad shit. Now, this is a call-in stream, but I do have some, articles and stats in regards to marriage loaded up, and some of them are pretty goddamn hilarious. All right. Let's see. Let me look and see what we have on the call-in. There it is. Alrighty, I got a guy here. Hang on a minute. The goddamn phone's turned on. Right, sorry about that. I turned the goddamn thing off. Alright, I have to call him back. Alrighty, I'm gonna go to. Alright, so today is Thought Thursday. Subject: Sell Me Marriage. We're gonna be opening up the phone lines here, covering some of your calls in regards to this subject. Alright, so let's see if we got a guy on here. Hello, Mr. Winters, are you there? Hello, Mr. Winters. Okay. I'm going to give you 5 more seconds. Alright, we're returning to the queue. Sorry. Let's see. Next one. This is no name attached to this. Let's see what we got. Hey, Terrence Popp here.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, this is Bart Fine. How are you doing, sir?
Mr. Fine, how you doing, bro? What's going on with you?
First of all, Pop. Hey, Pop, how does a prostitute get raped? Okay, this hooker goes into a KFC after turning a trick, and she pays for her food. And the cashier says, "Ma'am, these bills are counterfeit." She says, "Call 911. I've been raped."
All right, Mr. Fine. What's your story? I understand you're divorced. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm divorced, and you guys don't do what I did. Do what I say. Don't ever get married. I can't sell you on marriage, but don't do it.
Okay, so how long were you married?
6 months.
Okay, when
And
was
I filed for the divorce. I was one of the 20%. I saw it coming, and I was one of the lucky ones. I drowned myself in booze and prostitutes in the Philippines for 3 years and hid out, faked my own death, published my obituary, told that bitch to go suck a dick. And when I came back, she's so lazy and stupid, she let everything go. And I'm one of the lucky ones, but most guys aren't so lucky.
All right, so what you're saying is you basically dodged a bullet. You ran the clock, huh? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically, I got real lucky, real smart, and I knew better to do what I was doing. I didn't think it would turn out that bad, but it turned out even worse. I told you the story last time I was on, and we don't need to get into it, but it was really bad.
Yeah, I got you. And how old were you when you got married?
30, about 40 for the first and last time.
All right. Well, 6 months. What are you going to do? All right. Well, you made it out alive, and you took your show on the road.
Yeah, I'm just telling you guys, it's better to drown yourself in booze, alcohol, and drugs than kill yourself. So Don't get mad, get even.
I can't say it any better than that, except, don't overdo it on the booze and drugs. It can kill you. All right, Mr. Fine, we're going to let you go here. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you for having me on.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay, let's see what we got here. George Winters. And let's see if we got this in here. Hello?
Good evening or afternoon, where I'm at.
What's going on? What's your story, bro?
Well, I'm going to start with the statistics, and I'm going to tell you how I learned this. So I'm aware of exactly one situation in the United States that marriage actually works, and it's a very specific set of criteria.
Okay.
So it's Catholic people who did not sleep with each other before getting married, did not cohabitate, go to church every week, and here's the kicker: do not use contraception.
Okay.
The divorce rate for that group is about 2%.
2%, huh?
Yeah, so I'm in that situation myself. Fantastic lady, 3 kids and all that. I'm having a great time, and I almost didn't make it because I dodged the bullet and broke up with some bad ones a couple times.
Well, you got lucky, bro.
I got a little too close to that before, I'll say that much.
Yeah, how long have you been married?
2014. Rebounded off of a colonel's daughter and met a nice lady a couple months later and never left.
2014, so it's what, 8 years?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just made it past the first review. For those of you that don't know, when I was going through my divorce, I did a lot of research, sat in on a lot of court hearings, had access to LexisNexis and a couple other databases lawyers use. And it is absolutely devastating the way this works out. And the punch out years are 7, 13, 21, and 24. So you made it past the first review. Your second one is coming up at 13 years. If you make it past 24, your chances of divorce are they go way down. So it is what it is.
So, well, I learned this. I kind of learned that formula the hard way too. So I didn't have the horror story a lot of dudes do, just because, one, I'm a little bit selective about who I get with, and second, I'm a little more prone to punch out than some people. But I'll give myself credit there.
Uh-huh.
But I had a relationship a while back with a girl who, she seemed pretty good on paper, except, she's a colonel's daughter, retired colonel's daughter and all that.
Uh-huh.
So, dead dangerous on there.
Uh-huh.
But that relationship, there were just a lot of issues where she was super flaky, didn't really put in, she'd put in the effort once you got to her, not too much beyond that. Friend group were toxic as hell. I think the completely most negative stereotype of the screaming, cursing feminist you can imagine.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Listen.
So one, the support network was a disaster around her.
Yeah,
Even she was personally had her own code, but the people around her were a disaster, and she had some influence in that direction. The worst was her own parents. I was told I wasn't good enough because I hadn't gone to West Point or VMI.
I've heard that before.
So I got So I do. I went officer. I went officer, and up by Delonica. I'm sure you know that place.
You're an officer?
Yeah, I went enlisted to officer and went to school up by Delonica. So
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you know that area.
Yeah, I know. Ranger School is right there. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
Well, that stuff humping up and down those hills that suck. But I'll wrap up here. So, I got crushed emotionally on that one. But kind of what I noticed after the fact is I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to look strictly in my own little niche. And the girls that I realized had the right alignment were like 1-to-1. The ones when I was, military demographics and all that. Don't blame me. I was using online dating. But the girls that were serviceable were the ones who had checked that they agreed with the whole religious thing against using contraception. And I leave the audience in question, why would that be? What would be the motivation that would lead them to say yes or no on that question?
I got you. All right. Alrighty. Well, thanks for calling in. I appreciate the time, and take it easy. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Hey, Terrence Popp here, Redonkulas.com. What's up? Hello. You got me?
Hello?
Yeah. Who am I speaking
Yeah. This is Christian Heresy, a.k.a. Demaster012.
with? How you doing, bro?
I'm good. That's a little bit of a big deal, calling in for the first time, talking face-to-face. I know I drop a super chat every now and then, but, we've never actually officially spoken, I don't think.
It's all good, bro. So
okay.
what's your story?
Well, it's not really a story. I've never been married, and I don't intend to, but I'm actually responding to your original post of sell you marriage.
Yeah.
This is what I've been thinking about for a while, and I think it's something that we really need to address. But you want me to sell you marriage, or at least try to?
Yeah, go ahead. I want to hear it.
Okay, so I suppose first and foremost I should define my terms, and I have to give a little bit of a disclaimer here. My definition and understanding of what real marriage is supposed to be is actually based a lot on philosophies that I picked up as being raised a Latter-day Saint, aka Mormon. But for as corrupt I believe the institutional religion itself has become, I can still vouch for a lot of its doctrine, much in the same way that Jesus Christ was reading from the same book that the Pharisees were. It's just Jesus Christ wasn't an evil hypocrite. So, here's the real definition for marriage. Real marriage is a sacred, binding, eternal covenant between one man and one woman that is authenticated by God himself, and which the Holy Spirit acts as a first witness. So that's real marriage, and here's the pitch for it.
All right.
You're familiar with the J.D. Unwin anthology Sex and Culture, right?
Vaguely.
Yeah, well, the basic premise to redefine this for anyone who doesn't know is anthropologist J.D. Unwin once took to task the Sigmund Freud claim that men create civilizations to give themselves easier access to sex. So what he did was he looked at the histories of no less than 87 different civilizations that have existed throughout history, with special attention to, I believe, both the Greek and Roman civilizations because of how much history there is on them and how much American society has similar to them. And what he found was that Freud wasn't entirely wrong, but not for the reasons that he said, or that he thought, I meant. And what Unwin found was the single most correlative factor to the financial prosperity and spiritual health of any given civilization. The single most correlative factor was its adherence to principles like chastity, natalism, basically what America got closest to with the nuclear family in the 1950s. And there's another essay by a guy named Sir John Glubb that essentially essay by Sir John Glubb called The Fate of Empires, which also correlates this information that Unwin found with by following the life cycles of civilization about how they rise and how they fall.
All right.
However,
Mr. Harrison, stand by. All right.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit long-winded here.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with the whole religion aspect of the whole thing. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What is your main selling point to me for marriage?
Well, the main selling point for marriage is, like I was saying, it's the single most correlative factor to spiritual health and prosperity, and that's not for a collectivist's sake, because collectivism is stupid and doesn't work, and it's basically a top-down form. It's the selling point for it is to put it simply, the concept of marriage, is, so to speak, the closest thing that we as human beings can come to being gods, or as close to as God in this mortal life. Because essentially, it's not just a factor of creating life. It's you're creating life, and you're fostering an environment in which that life can flourish.
All right. So what you're saying here, let me just put this in grunt speak.
Okay.
Having kids, having a healthy environment to raise them in, that's the reason for marriage, minus all the other gobbledygook God talk. I'm not disrespecting religion. I'm a very religious person myself, very spiritual. I'm just poke fun at it.
I know. I just have to forgive me. I know you've got brain damage, and I used to read the thesaurus when I was a teenager. So
I got you. All right, man. Well, thanks for your call. I appreciate.
Well, there is. Might I add another point to it, though?
Yeah.
So this is actually the main reason I wanted to call, and it's actually a realization I've come to. I'm sorry. I'll try to make this quick. Somebody who knows their scriptures better than me will have to recite this verse, but there's a verse somewhere in the New Testament. I think it's in Matthew where it says, "People will be delivered unto marriage in the last days, like they were in Sodom and Gomorrah, and they were before the time of the flood." And that actually gave me pause, because I was thinking, like, well, if God wants people to marry, He wants them to have children, He wants them to come closer to Him. Why would it say that, people would be delivered unto marriage before, like, calamities? And that's when it hit me, and that's really the crux of something that we need to get past in order to get any ground, is that this thing that we're fighting against, this thing that we call marriage, this contract between one man, one woman, and the state.
The state should not even be involved.
Exactly, precisely. So this thing that we call marriage with the state, it's not even real marriage.
Absolutely correct.
That's actually one of the reasons why I wanted to call you, is because you're a much more cunning linguist than I am.
Cunning linguist. Yeah. I had a few
linguist.
girlfriends back in the day used to call me that.
Of course. So the whole thing is that in order for, like, us to make headway, in order for the red pill to ultimately win, we need to realize that marriage with the state isn't real marriage, and we need to stop calling it marriage, because that's not what it is.
No, it's called slavery.
If you or, like, somebody in your audience could, like, start coming up with a new term to describe this really evil for what it is. That's how we need to tear this down. It would be
it's organized
dumb as
slavery.
Huh?
It's organized slavery. A lot of these people get married, right? They get the marriage license, the witnesses, they go say the words, they fill everything out, and the state gets involved, and you literally, if it goes south, as a man, you are utterly and completely fucked.
Oh yeah, I know. I survived a divorce.
All right.
You know, my old man. You know, I'm surprised you actually never heard of the great nuclear war, the Great Nevada Nuclear War of 2005.
I have not. Well,
that was my parents' divorce.
All right. Well,
surprised you've never heard of it.
All right. Well, we got to move on to the next caller. Thank you.
Of course.
All right, man. You take it easy. All right. Thank you.
All right, and I hope you.
All righty. Next guy. I apologize for the wait. Let's see. This guy is ex-wife killed 2 of his dogs. I have a lot in common with this individual. I hope he answers. Hey, Terrence Popp here. Redonkulas.com. You there?
Hey, Sergeant Bob.
Come on, man. Don't call me that. I'm retired, man. I'm just Popp. All right.
I appreciate you answering my call.
Oh, no. You're on the queue, man. I'm going right down the list. Now, you're saying your ex-wife killed 2 of your dogs. Yeah, my ex-wife killed my dog. And,
well, that's why I reciprocate with that, and it's been a garbage since.
It wrecked me. I can't even own a dog anymore. It fucking gutted me, bro. And let me fill you in on my story. So, find out, my now ex getting a Forester cock run through her 6 to 8 inches at a time. Have no choice.
Probably in your house.
Yeah, I have no choice but to file for divorce. There's no coming back from that. All right. I mean, I kicked it around for just a hot second. If it was one person, maybe we could work it out because, I want to, be around my kids. But once I found out the magnitude, I filed. And I got lucky. I filed first by 15 minutes. And both of the pleadings were in the judge when we went in there. And he went with mine because it was filed sooner. And hers was throw him out of the house, seize his bank accounts, take the car, like royally it was just savage. And mine was like
401k, everything.
Yeah, everything. And mine was like, live in the house, work it out, pay a portion of the bills, and everything will be hunky dory. Well, she didn't like that. I got long tour orders to run a heavy machine gun range, actually several. I ran a 50 cal, 240, and a Mark 19 ranges at the same time. And I was gone for about 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks. With a nipple hair over 3 weeks. I walk in the house. My youngest, my daughter's like, Daddy. I run over there and I don't see my dog. Because my dog is always by the front door when I come home. And his name was Ranger. Yeah. And I looked at her and I said, where's Ranger? And she looked at me with absolute throat-cutting, piercing, hateful eyes and said the following. I told you, I don't want you living here. So what was happening? She disappeared my dog. I got 3 different stories. We all know what happens when the stories change. She wanted me to flip out and throttle her ass, and then she'd have the auto win. Of course, I didn't do that. I did an about face and walked out for about a week until I calmed down. Never saw that dog again. All 3 of the so-called stories of where the dog went, I did everything in my power to find the animal, and my gut is telling me she just had him put down. And
well, I just wanted the decency of burying my dog. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, man, it's just savage. Yeah. And why did she kill your dogs?
We were getting divorced at the time, and it was something that she thought she could use against me. So.
Yeah. Listen, you never know somebody until you have to fight them. And then you find out how much of a vile motherfucker they are.
And then, I watched your videos on administrative violence and everything, and it's just like, oh my God, the nightmare that they can produce for you is just unreal.
It is. Literally, I was living in the street for like between 6 and 7 months. And the amount of child support and all the other crap that I had to pay, I couldn't afford to fucking live anywhere. And people don't seem to realize, like, there's an assload of homeless men out there. I was one of them once. I talked to a lot of these guys, and a lot of them took a kick in the junk from either a baby mama or an ex-wife, and they just, every time they show up on the radar, they go to the jail for 90 days because they can't pay, and they literally can't get. They just live on the street forever.
My dad was a part of the 475th Regiment in Sulfridge.
Okay.
And he totally told me one time. You remember the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yep.
He said 7/8 of those guys had something to do with an ex-woman.
Yep. You're absolutely correct. All right, man. Well, thank you for your call. We're going to move on to the next one. Okay?
Yeah, thanks, Bob. I appreciate you.
No problem, man. Listen, this show's here to help people get, a lot of people have this shit bottled up. And it just grows and festers. And before you know it, your soul is turning to infectious pus. And because you're keeping it inside. You gotta lance the boil and get that shit out there. You take it easy, all right?
Take care, boy.
Alrighty, next one. Yeti marriage. All right. Terrence Popp here.
Hey, Top. How are you doing?
What's going on, bro?
So I don't think I can sell you on marriage, but I can give a story about why you don't want to get married.
Oh, I love those stories.
Oh yeah, just the usual balance of the husband provides this and the wife provides that and blah blah. Except of course only one side really has to do it.
Yeah, I call that the I do's and only ifs.
Yeah.
Everything a man has to do is I do. And all of the vows and horse shit of women when she's on the altar, what she really means, only ifs.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was a self-employed programmer working on like long-term government contracts for a lot of years.
Yeah.
And it makes pretty good money, but there's gaps in the employment between the contracts.
Yeah.
So I would set money aside, for the gaps, and it worked out pretty well. Except the money had to be deposited to an account in my wife's name because a different government agency screwed up and kept putting liens on my account, and I'd get the lien taken off, and then it would be put on, and the account would be frozen, blah blah. So anyway, I'd have the money put into an account in my wife's name.
Uh-huh.
So she saw that pile of lovely money, and so
Boom.
she would go and take a vacation or
Yeah.
get a TV or whatever. And
Uh-huh.
then when there was a gap in between the contracts and I couldn't pay the bills, oh well, if you can't provide for the family, you have to move out.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, money is really a huge issue in today's day
Oh,
and
yeah.
age. And listen, I'm gonna be honest. I've known a lot of women in my days, and I'm just gonna be honest here. Majority of them don't know how to spend, budget, money, or even save it.
I'll
Like-
take a minor quibble with that. They sure know how to spend. They just
Yeah.
don't know how to budget or save.
Yeah, did you know? I don't know where the stats at. It's on a website out there, and we've had it on the show a couple of times.
Oh,
But
80% of spending. Yeah.
well, women worldwide, spend like 38 trillion fucking dollars, and then they turn around and bitch like they're so oppressed. If they were fucking they wouldn't spend that kind of fucking money. It is absolute goddamn horse shit. Got to get all the enunciation in there,
Back when malls still existed, look at all the women's clothing stores versus all the men's clothing
Oh, yeah.
stores.
Yeah.
What, 15 to 1 something?
Yeah. It's like 2 aisles for dudes and 8 aisles for women.
Yeah.
And I'm working on another comedy video. I want to figure out all of these crazy fucked up clothes sizes women have. It's insane.
Yeah.
That's all right, man. Well, thanks for the
Have a
call
good
in.
one. Later.
All right. All right. Pen in our marriage. Let's see what we got here. Terrence Popp here, Redonkulas.com. You there?
Yeah, I believe so.
What's going on, man?
That's good. What's going on, Big Dick? How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
It's such an honor to hear from you. Well, the reason for my call is because I've been kicking around some ideas about marriage. One day it's like a hot cold thing. Like one day I'm totally against it, and I see all these articles, and I see what my friends go through, and I'm like, fuck that.
Hang on.
And then
Hang on.
there's another.
Stand by. All right. If you
Yeah, and then
are on the
there's-
battlefield and you
Right.
see your compatriots getting eviscerated, blown apart, wounded, and killed, all right, because they did an unwise or fucked up activity. Granted, you will support and try to help those people, pull them out of the line of fire, as any good soldier or warrior / would do. But we're not in that situation. So if you're seeing your friends getting nuked left and right, you should not be on the, I'm for it one day and I'm against it the other day. Always bet the numbers. All right? And the numbers are not in your favor. And I'm going to cover some of those probably towards the end of the show. But it's absolutely fucking devastating. So have you ever? I take it you've never been married.
No, I came close once.
Yeah, and
thankfully
how old are
I
you?
caused a major birth there.
How old are you?
35.
How old? 35. 35. Okay. All right. Well, you're still in the zone. if you want to do it, I don't advise it. The only reason I could ever get behind any man getting married is to have children. All right, but you need to understand that the chances of you being around those kids 24/7, 365 as they grow up, very slim. Very slim.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a boatload of pain. When I got divorced, I lost everything. I lost my family, my kids, the whole fucking deal, bro. Literally, I was days away from putting a gun in my fucking mouth. And the only reason I didn't is a former commander of mine beat me to it. And then I had to bury his ass. So, we're up to 475 people that have been saved from, ventilating their thinking meat to the oxygen, and here's to you.
I'm a part of that collection of numbers. Yeah, I was living out of my car for like 5 years, and I would just put your show on just repeat every single day, and you really, I reached out to you a few times, and you really were able to give me a sense of focus and
and for those of you that don't understand what's going on here, is I spend about 2 hours a day answering emails and going through comments on various, like usually YouTube and Rumble, and Odyssey and BitChute. I look at and I answer people, and a lot of I get rid of spam and stuff, but I'm literally just trying to help people out there. I went through the fucking ringer, and it almost broke me, but the universe had different plans, man, and here we are. All right.
Here we are. I don't want to take up too much time.
I got you.
God bless you, Popp.
All right.
Thank you.
Take it easy. Next guy. Let's see what we got here. All right. Terrence Popp here, Redonkulas.
Hey, Popp.
Hey, you there?
Yeah, I sure am. I turned the mute button off, but bet that's going to work a whole lot better than it was last time.
All right, man. So what's going on, man?
Oh, okay. So, Salty Cracker, he uploaded a video of a woman screaming about, I just got raped.
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw the video. I went and I found the original video on YouTube, and that's my ex-wife.
Oh, my God! Are you serious?
I swear to God.
Oh, shit! Oh, yeah.
I
Okay.
put her, after I got out of the military.
Hey, hang on. Whoa. All right. This is what I want you to do. I want you to get onto the chat in YouTube, and I want you to put the link to your ex-wife's fucking meltdown on there so everyone who watches the show can see it for themselves. All right. So I was, whenever I see crazy shit like that, I'm like, okay, what's the backstory? You are the guy to give the backstory, so go ahead. I want to hear it.
Let's see. There it is. It's Warehouse of Karen's. That's not it. Come on. I'm scrolling through the feed right now.
All right. Well, after we're done with the call, you can post the link into the chat of the video. You have plenty of time. I want since you were married to this woman, what was she like when you were married to her?
There it is. House of Karen Freakouts. Oh, she was like that every day. Every day that angry. Every day that controlling. I didn't know it, but after, and you might need to add me to the save list, because as of right now, I'm homeless, living out of my van, yet again because of her. It's been going off and on the past 15 years since she divorced me.
And she's still fucking with you?
No, the guy that she married, I caught her when she was 5.5 months pregnant. I came back early on the 4th of July weekend in 2007, and she was 5.5 months pregnant. And 3 years after she filed for divorce, she married that guy, the guy I caught her cheating on me with.
Yeah, okay.
Killed 3 of my dogs. I had $2.8 million in a 401k.
Mm-hmm.
is in a money market mutual fund, and I've been watching the stock since I was 7 years old
Uh-huh.
because my grandfather had me watching the Detroit Free Press back in the 70s to
Yeah,
watch the gas price and to rag on he was a 30-year president of the union up off the 8 Mile.
Okay.
So I grew up there, and Grandpa and Grandma brought me down home to Tennessee.
Oh, hang on. Have you been assigned a number for me yet? Either on comments or emails?
That's why I was wanting to tell you in person, in
All right.
stream.
You are
What is
number...
my number?
Listen closely. Burn this into your soul. You are 476.
476. Amen.
476.
I'm going to go ahead and text it to me, too. Hey, wait a minute. I can do the chat thing right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna end the call, and I'll put that in the chat. Okay, brother?
Yeah, you do that. It didn't go.
All right.
It's oversized. House of Karens.
Okay.
House of Karen Freakouts.
House of Karen Freakouts. All right, man. All right, you take it easy, okay?
Yeah, have a blessed night.
All right, man.
You saved my butt. I've been watching you since you and Blake's second year when you were still in the military, and still giving it out to other sergeants.
Let me tell you, man.
God bless you, brother.
I got in so much fucking trouble for running that, running my shit while I was in fucking active duty. I mean, I had two colonels show up to fuck with me. Sergeant majors are always fucking with me. And the only reason I was able to outlast them is I was a triple tabber. So when shit got really bad, I got on the horn. I called the Green Beret Express, and I had some long tabbers run top cover for me. Otherwise, I'd have been fucked. All right, man, I gotta go.
Yep.
Take it easy.
Let's see. God bless you, brother.
All right, take it easy, bro. All right, next one. Let's see what we got here. Brain Marriage. You there? Hello.
Hey, Popp.
What's going on, bro?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
I'm just calling in to say I agree with you, man. The number one place I learned not to get married was in the military. So my life is exponentially great because I have not made that decision, and I got snipped last year.
All right, hang on. Can you move a little closer to your microphone? You're a little faint.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's much better.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, man. There's multiple stories of guys I know that were, in your situation. Had a buddy of mine who was in BAT, who was deployed overseas, who ended up, found out that his wife was banging their primary care physician. He had to get out of the community. I was deployed overseas. I had to watch a guy who was suicidal because he found out his wife was, doing the same crap. And,
yeah. Well,
I just feel like I'm so much.
Here's a little story. All right, so when I was on the compound of Abu Ghraib prison, right, we were getting mortared 3 to 5 times a day, and it went on for like 7 months. So everyone was on edge. And then we had this, you have like an internet cafe / phones. So I'm in there at a computer, and by this time I was an actual first sergeant with the Diamond. And this dude, this Puerto Rican guy, starts fucking going nuts, screaming in Spanish, and I speak a little bit of Spanish, and he was basically calling his wife a whore, puto, blah, blah, blah. Through the phone, was going absolute fucking berserk. I literally had to grab this dude by the scruff of his neck, walk his ass outside, and we had a little discussion. And I said this. I said, bro, there's absolutely nothing you can do about this. You are 7 fucking thousand miles away. Yeah. And smashing up the phone and going berserk, and it's not going to work out. It's going to get you in a boatload of fucking trouble. And, this guy was in tears. He was shaking. He was so fucking pissed. He was ready to kill people. Yeah, so...
Well, and to be honest with you, man, like, you know, after what I've seen and just my buddies and, you know, where I live in a very fun part of town. And, you know, I have friends of mine who are married who come down, and, you know, I live close to an area where we have a lot of bars, and we're like, let's go party, you know, and I just see this time and time again. And, you know, I'm like, I'm a vet. So, you know, I've got I'm banged up too. So I went to go see my massage therapist. And, you know, she goes, when are you going to get married? And I said, give me 3 bullet points of why I should get married. And she stopped for 5 minutes, or like a minute. She said, I can't give you one of them.
The only one I have is if you want to have kids.
The kids. And
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
But if you are 40 years old or older and you don't have kids, I'd advise you not to have them. All right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it just gets fucking punishing, man. Punishing.
Yeah. It gets too risky, man. I mean, it just, and to be honest with you, I love being debt free and, you know, and owning my own home and not having any attachments. I like it. I like being able to get, you know, and the military kind of engraved this into me. It's like, why would you have any attachments when you know, and that kind of engraved that into me after seeing what the guys I was with went through. And I'm just like,
yeah, and
it's
listen,
better to be able to go 30 seconds or less, man, like the movie Heat.
and I get it, bro. I get it. It's insane. All right, man. Well, thank you for the call, okay?
No problem, man. Thank you. Yeah.
You take it easy.
All right, see ya. Bye.
All right. Next one. I apologize, you guys, for having these long waits. I'm trying to keep every call like 6 minutes or less. Hello. Terrence Popp here.
Hey, Terrence Popp. You're doing good things, brother.
Thank you. Your name is Todd?
My name's Todd, yeah. You might have seen me on the YouTube chat as Firm Ripper.
Yeah, I got you.
Motocross thing. You know, you're from Michigan. Everybody's got a dirt bike up there.
I got you. All right, so you want to try to sell me marriage?
Well, I'm married for the second time.
Okay, I have 2 words for you: foolish mortal. Okay.
One more time.
Foolish mortal.
Oh, I must be.
Well,
but
nobody's perfect.
On my first marriage, we were the two of us met at college. She was a city girl. I'm a farm boy from Illinois. Stupid. We both wanted to get out of the house, basically, so we got married.
Yeah.
We started having kids a couple years later, and I'll tell you what, that changed my life. My oldest son, when he showed up, you know, we had 4 kids together, and that absolutely changed my life. I turned into dad, and that was it.
Yeah, I know.
You know, that was my entire thing.
Once you have the kid, I mean, it changes your fucking life. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And a whole new set of responsibilities, and I mean, you got people that depend on you.
Yeah, and I think it's a genetic component. I really do. Like once you have a kid, there's a switch in the man's head for protection. Goes on.
Oh, absolutely.
Boom.
Absolutely.
You fuck with that kid, you're going to get the wrath of the father.
Oh my God, you know, and now actually, I think. See, I was born in '66, so you and I are probably.
You're 2 years older than me.
Okay. All of my kids are now in their 20s and early 30s.
Okay.
So even now, I have to reel myself in. You know, if one of them has a problem at work, you know, or with a boyfriend or whatever. I got 2 daughters and 2 sons.
All right.
I mean, I want to, like my oldest son was getting managered. He was getting managed right out of his job by this guy. And I wish he, you know, this happened a few years ago before I found your channel.
Yeah.
And, excuse me, I wish I could have given him, you know, the administrative violence that you teach. But, you know, as a father, I want to find this guy and put him up against the wall for the shit that he's pulling against him.
I got you.
You know, but
you can't do that.
Anyway. No, I know.
Listen, I've been there, bro. I've
Pretty
been there.
Close.
I've had a lot of my soldiers throughout the year were getting throughout the years. Because I used to manage like Army Reserve and National Guard soldiers also. And I would get some horror stories about employers fucking with soldiers and stuff, and I would just go absolute berserk on these people and turn that shit off as fast as I could. All right, man.
You gotta find that line. Hey, I know you're going through the calls, and I'm going to make this quick.
Okay.
But I did email you a picture of my dad. He was 101st 506 in 1959.
Damn.
I don't know if you ever saw it or not.
I probably did.
His name was Jerry, and so I'm the oldest of 6. He was in the 101st, and basically raised all us kids like we were supposed to be in the 101st as well.
Yeah, well, I've seen that before. I personally didn't. When I raised my kids, you know, the little bit I had them, I didn't do the military thing. I tried to just give them latitude, and every once in a while, I'd swat them in the ass or something.
Dad's gone now. He left us in 2012.
I'm sorry.
The story. Hey, I appreciate it, brother. But the stories, you know, when you made your statement. Maybe a month or two ago. I've been watching it pretty religiously, brother.
Yep.
But you said back in the day, one airborne ranger was a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying that on one of your videos. And that was my father to a T. I would love to sit down with you guys someday for coffee or whatever.
Yeah,
and
like
tell you
a
some of the
lot of
stories.
people. Like one of the things I do to help save soldiers and men is a lot of these soldiers, they come back from deployments, they do all kinds of amazing shit in the military, and then they get out and they become a civilian, and they forget the defense against the universe is always fucking comedy and humor. You know, I can't tell you how many times when we're rolling out in the sector and I look at my guys, because I always look everyone in the face if I'm going to send them outside the wire. It's just a common fucking courtesy.
Oh, man.
And I would make sure everyone is fucking copacetic. If they're not on point, they're not going outside the wire. Boom. So.
Well, man, I just want to say before we get off here, love what you're doing. I really wish, 15, 20 years ago, I had administrative violence to look at, because it would have saved me so much anguish and so much trouble, both emotionally and financially.
Yep.
I appreciate what you're doing. You just had 476 right before me.
Yep.
Is that what I heard?
Yep.
Praise the Lord, brother. I'll tell you what, just keep fighting the good fight.
I will. All right. Thank you for your
time.
time.
Love to collaborate with you in the future, man.
Send me an email. We'll make it happen.
That would be great. That would be great. I really appreciate you, brother.
All right, take it easy.
Yep.
All right, next one. Perspective of the children of divorce. All right, Terrence Popp here, Redonkulas.com. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you get a little bit closer to your microphone?
Sorry. It's like one of those headphone things.
I got you, bro.
All right. Can you hear me just fine now?
Yeah.
All right. So, to sell you marriage, even if you get divorced, your kids will get fucked up. So,
yes,
if they
I
don't
know.
commit suicide, yeah, I actually almost committed suicide once in my lifetime.
Oh, my God.
I didn't realize how fucked up I got of the divorce until later on, until it just really hit me hard one day.
Yep.
Yeah.
And listen, that's very common for men. Men are really good at pushing down emotions, building walls. But if you don't find an outlet for those emotions, they will fucking destroy you. It turns into this soul-draining pus that'll fucking kill you, man.
Yeah, I understand very much so that now these days.
Yeah. So what happened with you?
It's a funny story. My mom, she got baby rabies in her mid-30s.
All right, it's fairly common.
And my dad, after I was born, I have a brother, so he had 2 children, and he got a vasectomy afterwards. He only wanted the 2 children, but my mom was a Filipino Catholic woman. She didn't like that. And so she cheated on my dad and got pregnant with another man's child.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
Yeah, and then she lied about the Yeah, and when she told us, like me and my brother were getting a divorce, she lied about the reason. She said it's financial reasons.
Uh-huh.
And it was believable at the time because she had a gambling addiction. So we believed it.
Okay. So apparently
Yeah,
she
and
had a
like,
cock addiction as well.
I don't know how many cocks ran through her, her station, but yeah.
Yeah. And here's another joke I say about the divorce thing. You get divorced, you leave the house, right? And then what you don't realize as a dude is she is going to go down to Home Depot. And there's a special aisle for single mothers and newly divorced. And they can have a revolving door installed in the front door and the back door for all of the parade of dudes that are going to show up and drop one on the bullseye and then, run like a Jew from the tax man.
Yeesh.
I know, it's terrible. It is terrible. Oh, my God. And here's another thing. A lot of these women get divorced. They're getting married later, right? So we're seeing this, like, back in the day when I was, like, the 70s, early 80s when I was a kid. It was very common for, like, a woman to get divorced and then get remarried, like, 2 years later. Because she got married young. She got married, like, 21 or 22. Got divorced by 26, 27. And then, they're still young and hot, and they could pull a fucking wool over somebody's eyes. But the thing is they're getting married later now. They decide to get divorced. They're fucking right there at the wall. And then they come out the other side just chewed up like fucking hamburger. And I call it the 7-5-3-3-1-1 done rule. And the way it works is because they're older. They'll get into another relationship. That one will last a max of 7 years. The one after that, 5 years. And then a couple of 3s, a couple of 1s. And they're fucking done. 40 to 80 is a long fucking time. Good luck with that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yep. All right, man. I'm going to get off the phone here. And I appreciate you calling in, all right?
Yeah. Thanks, Popp. I like what you do. You
Thank
are
you.
hilarious.
Well, that's myself. I'm not really like a funny guy. I just come across that way for some reason. All right, take it easy.
And thanks, you too.
All right, next one. Let's see. Kelby Miller Blue Pill. Hey, Terrence Popp here. What's going on, man?
Popp?
I'm doing good.
Well, this isn't.
Hang on. You have to get closer to your microphone. You there? Hello? Okay. Must have missed you. Okay. Well, call back in. I apologize. We dropped you. All right. Let's see. We got a Will from Idaho. Let's see. All right. Will from Idaho, are you there? Hello. Okay. Give you a few more seconds. We're going to move on. Okay. Sorry I missed you. All right. And next one is Johnny. I'm going to talk about my buddy who had everything taken away from him after divorce. All right. Terrence Popp here, Redonkulas.com. What's up, man? Hello? Hello? Okay. Another guy. I'm sorry I missed you, man. All right. Look, if you're not there, that's cool. Just call back. I apologize. Terrence Popp here. Hello. Alrighty. Talk about Karen. All right. All right. Next one. Terrence Popp here. Redonkulas.com. Hello. I don't know. We having people dropping off here? Huh. All right. Well, let's see what we got going on here. We'll come back to the calls in a minute. All right. Alrighty. Let's see what we got going on here. Alright, hang on. Now we were talking about, somebody was talking about some of the stats. Let's see. Let's see if I can find some of these. There we go. Boom. All right, this is financesonline.com divorce statistics. All right, here we go. Divorce rate for third marriages, 73%. Divorce rate for second marriages, 60%. I would argue it's slightly higher than that. Divorce rate of first marriages, they're saying 41%. And the reason that number is so low is nobody's getting married anymore. All right. Literally, the rates of marriage in the United States are the lowest they've ever been since they started counting that stat right after the first Civil War. Next one down. Top 5 leading causes for divorce. Lack of commitment, 75%. Infidelity and extramarital affairs, which statistically speaking, women cheat more than men now because of all of the swipe right kind of bullshit that's going on. It's so easy for these ladies to run, double and triple lives out there. See, too much conflict and arguing, getting married too young, financial problems. 36%. Getting married too young. What exactly is too young? All right. I would beg to, this is just my opinion. If you're going to get married, do it when you're 24, 25. All right. That way, you have a little leeway. If shit goes south, maybe you can, work something out. But like if you're a dude and you reach the age of 38, you have no business getting married. It's really not worth it for you. All right. Cost of divorce. I've covered this before. $23,300. Okay, that's with children. Average cost $12,900. Average divorce attorney fee $11,300. The median cost $7,500. Uncontested divorce $4,100. Average hourly fee of divorce lawyers $270. I'm telling you, that is bottom of the barrel prices. If you want to get a decent lawyer, you're talking but anywhere from $400 to $600 an hour. This shit fucking gets expensive. General divorce statistics. And look at all this shit. They're giving you the studies here. Wilkinson and Finkelmeyer 2020. Here we go. And like when you're talking about the second and third marriages, like if there's a lot of stepkids involved, like 3 stepkids or 2 stepkids, like will add another 15% to your chances of getting divorced. All right. In 2019, divorce rates in the United States hit the lowest point in 50 years. Wang 2020. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, average cost student. We're talking about all the same bullshit here. I mean, look at this. You can read it for yourself. This is fucking just devastating. All right. Meanwhile, physicians have the lowest rate of divorce at 2%. Okay. Let's see. Managers experience a 4.3% decline in performance 6 months after the divorce, and they will continue to underperform by 2.3% each year for the first 2 years. So a lot of guys get totally fucked up in this whole thing. And then we go by country. That's not really important. Oh, wow. Russia. Countries with the highest divorce rates worldwide. Guam, Moldova, and Russia. Wow, I didn't know that. Holy smoking Joe Frazier. I mean, this is just absolutely fucking devastating. All right. Let's see if we can get anybody to come on. Let's see if we can get the calls going. All right, let's try a few more. All right. Terrence Popp, Redonkulas.com. You there? Hello? All right. I don't know what's going on here. All right, this guy. Terrence Popp, Redonkulas.com. You there? You there? Nope. All right. What is going on here? All right, we'll give another one here. Terrence Popp here, Redonkulas.com. You there? I don't know exactly what's going on here. All right, let's see if the host call is not connected to the show session within 15 minutes period, automatically end. Alrighty, well, I'm going to reload this. Maybe it's a software glitch. All right, let me get down here. Okay, wow, I got so many callers here. Okay. Terminated calls. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, last one. Terrence Popp here, Redonkulas.com. You there? All right. I think we're having a problem here. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, I'm going to have to terminate this and get right back in there. Hang on. Okay, the call has ended. Start over. Leave page. Okay, ready.
Ready to connect. Click connect to show now.
Connect to show.
You are connected as the host. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the...
All right, hang on. All right. I apologize for what's going on here, gentlemen. I don't know why the fuck this is going on. Let's see what we got going on here. Got to read my instructions in the brain. This is where I keep all my shit. My thinking meat's not so good anymore. Okay. You can tell I'm old. All right. Let's type it in. All right. All right. I wonder what happened. I wonder why it's doing that. All right. Host show. Save. Okay.
Ready to connect. Click connect to show now.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll see what's up here. If not, it is what it is. It's Terrence Popp, Redonkulas.com. You there? What the fuck? All right. This is not working. All right. I apologize. I have no idea why the calls aren't coming in. This is insane. All right. I have to call him and bitch. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here in Super Chats. Well, we've been going an hour and 10 minutes already. Damn, that was fast. Okay. All right, we got one, $5 from Ross Bodie. So Salty Cracker was on Geeks and Gamers. I donated some cash to make the salt flow, but they didn't even get to the chat in 4 hours. Lame. I'm sorry, man. Alright. Trying to do what we can do here. Alright. Cross Stuff, $5. No comment. Thank you. Alrighty. Let's see. We got Michael Gueva. Did you mute the callers? No, I have no idea what's going on with the system. It just quit working. So I'm going to have to call them and bitch and see if I can get a refund for some of the money I spent on that. Because that is annoying as hell. Matt W. Terrence Popp. Boomer moment. Okay. That's fine. I deserve it. Let's see. Ross Bodie, trying to get him to meet you all. I am saying. Okay. Let's see. Barry Demi, Popp is earnestly an awesome person. Well, thank you. I'm glad somebody thinks that. Because, to be honest, I am hated and reviled by the feminists. I've had PayPal shut me down for no reason. I'm getting shadow banned on Facebook and YouTube. I've been getting shadow banned roughly since 2014, and we have, I approach everything. It's like it's a guerrilla warfare, and show up when they least expect it. All right, let's see what we got going on here. All right, let's go back here. It's a good thing I have some of this stuff here. All right, so you guys remember Jeff Bezos? Well, check this out. All righty. Billionaire philanthropist Mackenzie Scott files for divorce. Does she look familiar? She's the former wife of Mr. Bezos from Amazon. All right, so she got married to this dude. She files for divorce from Dan Jewett, whom she was married last year. All right, so we're talking probably less than a year here. All right, so we got a woman here in her 40s, got an ass load of cash. All right, she's not, too bad to look at. She looks okay. All right, and she's basically in the chances of a woman 42 years of age or older of getting remarried is somewhere between 2.5% and 5%, depending upon, what articles you read and so forth. And just to be kind, I keep that percentage at 2.5% for like the rest of their life, because you never know. And the sad part is a lot of these women are betting the entire thing on just meeting Mr. Right. Well, he'll disappear in your life. Yes, that does happen. People win the lotto. But here's the catch. Only enough people win the lotto so people keep buying the fucking tickets. I call it the Redneck Retirement Fund for a reason. Bottom line. Look at that shit. Wow! Let's see. Let's go to some comments and see what we got here. Let's see. Got that one already. All right. So Silver Lining Music, $20. Thank you. From Lou Dog. You all need to join the supporter show. If you love Popp, you'll love the supporter stream. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Oh, wow. All right. So let me find that other. This one's gonna be hilarious. All right. All right. 100. Now we know what that. Why men are marrying? Why men are not marrying these days? Let's see. All right. Here's one here. 5 real reasons men are not marrying. All right. So historically, marriage was a contract where both parties benefited, from, coming into the so-called union. And then we had this funny little thing happen, started quite a ways back, started picking up steam roughly 1955, 1960-ish, right around when they invented the pill. And since then, we've had no-fault divorce. So for whatever reason, you just say, fuck it, I'm out. All right? And men have been basically lambasted by a bunch of laws that were put on the books in the late 1800s and the early 1900s. And then all of the laws changed to favor women to the point it's the equivalent of women having a 21st century military, with tanks and planes going up against dudes who have Civil War technology. It's not even a fucking contest. All right, let's see what this is. This is from marriage.com. All right, and I love it. Check this out. The perception of loss of freedom. Okay. It's not a perception. It is reality. A dude gets married, has kids, switch flips in his fucking head, and he goes into protector provider mode, and that's usually what happens. And then you have things like women always pull the calendar sabotage, and that is a phenomenon where you think you have the weekend off, you've made plans, you're going to watch the game, hang out with your buds, have a couple beers, early Saturday morning, boom, honey, get up, we have shit to do. This happened to me. And like literally, we got to help my friend, she's having a situation. Get in the car, drive to my ex-wife's, one of her friends, see a moving truck out front. So I'm being voluntold to help these fuckers move. They never helped me move in, but, it is what it is. It's called calendar sabotage. It is a real phenomena, and most of the married guys out there can attest. If you want to have that weekend off and you don't want to do fuck all, you better put your foot down, be on your frame, and just say, no, I will not. You're entitled as a dude, if you're working 40, 60 hours a week, paying the bills, taking care of everything, you're entitled to some fucking time off. Period. All right, next one here. And men are fearful of potential divorce. It's not a potential. Okay, it's really happening. A lot of these women get married because they have baby rabies. They have a couple kids, and then they get rid of the dude. He's now paying child support for, anywhere from 18 to 21 years, depending upon the state you're in. And quite possibly, if you discover the kid's not yours with a DNA test, and she's able to basically fool you for 2 years and 1 day, you're paying for that kid for the rest of your life, and it's not yours. That is fucking slavery. Right there. And our family courts do this on the regular, probably 1,000 fucking times a day across the entire United States. It's even worse in Canada. Let's see. An unwillingness to make sacrifices. Well, that is true. And a lot of times when they say this about men, They want men to make all the fucking sacrifices. You know? Like Chris Rock said it best. Forget your hopes. Forget your dreams. Now get your ass out there and make that bitch happy. I love that guy. He's good. There we go. Dating apps work out great. For who? Not for dudes. Well, for a small percentage of dudes, yes. I mean, I did the whole internet dating thing. In the last 4 years I was on there, was nothing but a complete fucking shit show. Shit show. I mean, I had women like basically tell me, your punctuation, I can't date a guy who can't poor punctuation. I had like a hanging comma or something. I'm like, really? Okay. Well, good luck with that. I had like ladies out there like I could never date a Republican or a conservative. Quite literally, they're shooting themselves in the fucking foot. And every day that goes by, they're just getting fucking older and uglier. That's the truth. All right, here we go. Commitment shy men need to be educated about the benefits of marriage. Oh, the benefits. Here we go. All right, well, they're going to break the illusion? Okay. What are these benefits? Oh, better sex lives. Yeah, okay, until she, gets inoculated with wedding cake, and then you can forget blowjobs. And have a kid, usually. Afterwards, the sex drops off a cliff. You get a lot of women that just turn the whole fucking sex thing off. And if the dude steps out, he's going to get fucking crucified. If he stays, he's going to be fucking miserable. All right. What do you think the percentage of men who've been married for 15 years or longer are actually happy? Do you know what that percentage is? It's less than 20%. So even if you get married and you ride it out, there's a 1 in 5 chance you'll be happy. The rest of it sucks. That's why men die early, because they fucking want to. They're done. Oh my Lord. All right, let's go back to the comments. We got 556. Let's see. Will CV Popp. Keep up the good work. Young men need to understand how incredibly dangerous marriage is today. Yes, they do. Let's see. Silver Lining Music from Lou Dog. You all need to join the supporter show. All right, cool. I think we already read that one. I don't know, man. This is just insane. All right. Let's see if we can get this. All right. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here with the call in. Totally took a shit on me. All right. All right. Let me try to call one of these guys back and see if I can get them on here. No. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea why this isn't working. I apologize. All right. Ay. It's embarrassing. Let's see what we got here. All right. We got a Jackal the Hunter sent in some more butts. I got to get that. Let's see. Hi there, Popp. Let's see. Mr. Popp, thank you for your service. First off, I do enjoy your work streams. And I was also enjoying your call-in show on 9/29 about the Sell Me Marriage upcoming work. I enjoyed the subtle Princess Bride accent. Loved it. I want to mail you a loaded debit card as a donation, if that's okay. Sure, it is. I appreciate it. And every little bit can help, man. The P.O. Box is on the website. You guys can find it on there. And there's another thing I'm going to be adding onto the website, just so you guys know. All right. So we're coming up close to 500 people saved from suicide, using nothing more than comedy jokes and being just a wretched asshole. At some point, when that number gets big enough, they won't be able to ignore me forever. And it will blow up. And the first thing they always do when they come after veterans is they go after stolen valor. All right, so I went through a lot of my paperwork. I basically redacted Social Security numbers out. And on the website, there will be a section with all my DD-214s. I'll have a couple of NCOERs from, 2nd Ranger Battalion and 12th Group Special Forces and Company F425 Lyris Airborne Infantry. And I think I have a jump log in there. Orders for the CIB, Purple Heart. All right, I'm just trying to get out in front of it, and I'm going to take away all the ammo people would have or think they have to come fuck with me. So I'm just, I'm trying to get out in front of it because I know that's coming. And since I can't turn it off and everything is war to me, you can consider this like the equivalent of digging a intellectual foxhole. All right. Okay, we've got some stripe. Here we go. We got Steve Furlong. I was self-employed for a number of years, mostly working long-term contracts. Program. Oh, we already talked to this guy. Yep. Took his money and went running. All right, so we already talked to that guy. Mr. Furlong, thank you. Let's see. Feller War Hoarder. I talk to him all the time. Okay, let's go back to the comments and see what we got going on. Boom. And show. Confirm it in. All right. Okay. I'm sorry I had to hang that up. I have no idea what's going on. Alrighty. That sucks. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Comments. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Let's see, results orientated. I was never suicidal because, as my ex-wife says, I'm a narcissist and think too highly of myself to self-delete. Well, I mean, that is a defense. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Some of the comments in here are just hilarious. Yeah, John Gorzensky, Popp's implementing heading off the pass before they screw him over for too much valor. All right. Later, Popp's a damn scimitar in the corner. Yeah. I got a lot of weapons behind me, man. I love to collect that shit. Okay, the thing about the warhammers, axes, and swords is this. I came in the Army at 17. I was on the ground for like 15 days, 9th Infantry Division. They basically put me on a special detail. I went to the arms room, signed out just an M16A2, and I was thrown into an NRA shooting competition on Fort Lewis. It was 6 days long. I made it to the 6th day, and then, I didn't make the cut, whatever that is. I got sent back to the unit, and then, my chain of command was like, we just sent him there for experience, not a big deal. 2 weeks later, they put out the list. I came like 36th or 37th on post, as in E1 nothing. And the first 20 people on that list were on the 9th Infantry Division shooting team. So I started mastering the weapons. And after a while, I decided to master the hands that hold the weapons. And I took martial arts, kickboxing, Ishinru, Tang Sudo, Taekwondo, a little bit of Wing Chun, grappling. You know, Jiu-Jitsu wasn't around back then. It was more like judo / stuff. And then I realized the hands, if you master these, you master this. This is the most dangerous weapon there is. It allowed me to do all kinds of amazing shit once I realized I wasn't a fucking idiot. And I was capable of doing shit people just couldn't do. It was fucking good times. Sorry, I'm just running off at the mouth here. Alright. Warhammers are fierce against plate armor. That's why they were made. Alright, Robert Anderson. Men never sign a contract with someone who is incentived to break that contract. Absolutely correct. Magician Sapphire. Guys need to realize that marriage is a business contract, and when the contract falls through, someone has to pay up. In ancient times, you couldn't marry a woman until a dowry was paid to the bride. Yeah, okay. Well, he's absolutely correct. That's right. Never sign a contract where somebody is basically paid to leave. See, Max is dead. Take the government out of marriage and quit making it a legal contract. Yeah. I got you. So back on the sword thing. I don't know. I got into it because I was kind of bored. I mean, I was a sniper. I shot all the weapons. I mastered everything. And I decided to study earlier types of warfare. And I actually did heavy armored combat for a few years, which I can honestly say is an awesome fucking workout. Especially if you go to Penzik with the SCA and you're fighting, you're in an army, they have a war week where you're fighting between, 4,000 and 7,000 people each side. It is fucking mayhem. People fucking die and get fucking hurt. It's fucking awesome. I highly recommend it. All right, and also all of these weapons behind me, I think there's like 2 of them that are just for show. All the rest of them are battle ready, made of actual carbon steel. A lot of them are sharpened to a functional edge. Results orientated. My son, 13, recently started kickboxing and jiu-jitsu. He loves it. His classmates are calling him Andrew Tate. Cool. I don't know Andrew Tate. I understand he got fucked over. And, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It's this one here. Warboard Phoenix, $20. Thank you. This marriage sale is going great. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's see. Oh. Let's see. And we talked. This is an article. Hang on. All right. All right, here we go. Homeless dads, bad deal divorce. This is from February 6, 2016, and it's an article on the Good Man Project. Let me go up to the top here. Good Man Project. All right, so I have some experience with this homelessness shit. Now, I'm going to be honest. I had a car. So I slept in the car. And usually I'd be in the car for 2 or 3 days. I'd swing by buddy's house, crash on a couch, take a shower, be gone the next day, so I wasn't a burden to anyone. And quite frankly, you learn a lot. You learn a lot when you get kicked in the dick and you have almost nothing. You get a real world education at just how fucked up the universe is. Okay, convinced we men need to fight for equal consideration after the marriage has ended. Good luck. Check this out. So let me see. I've got no home. I'm paying $1,200 a month in child support and $1,200 a month for health care. How can I afford an apartment? You don't. You live in a refrigerator box, or you couch surf, or if you're lucky, you can get into a homeless shelter. But if women show up, you're out. Men are fucked. There's no safety net for us. We have we're it. We're the last line of defense. There's nobody on your side. You're like royally fucked here. All right, here we go. The child support burden is a lot of money. Let's see. Dads might be resentful of money only role. I covered that in Deadbeat Dad Dilemma, where there's really only two choices. One, you say, fuck it, I'm not paying nothing, come get me. A lot of guys take that option. And then you have the guys who pay it, but they have to work 2 and 3 fucking jobs, and they have no time to see their fucking kids. So no matter how it swings, you're called a deadbeat. That is the honest to God truth. It is what it is. And there's a whole article on it right here. And, you know, we should start with 50-50 custody. It's absolutely ridiculous that they turn it into this adversarial horse shit. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, hang on. We already talked about the billionaire. Ah, here we go. You're going to love this. The bridal box. Benefits of marriage. 23 advantages that prove matrimony is bliss. I got a drink for this one. All right, so here she is in her wedding gown. Here's the groom. He probably came out of pocket between $3,000 and $12,000 in rings. Paid for the wedding, which is anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000, and he gets this tasty dish, I guess. I mean, she's not fat, but you know, you never know. Let's see if we can find these benefits. Emotional benefits of marriage. So you have that one person that you get to talk to, be your life partner. All right. I know lots of guys who got divorced after they confided in their soon-to-be ex-wives. Okay? And one of the main reasons is these women, yeah, maybe they're in it to win it, but then he opens his mouth, flips a switch in her thinking meat where she thinks he's, you know, not strong enough or not a good enough provider or he's too weak. And guess what? They're done. So I don't really see that as a benefit. Okay, you will have someone to speak with. All right, do you know how many guys I know that can't even talk to their fucking wives? I know hundreds of guys. All right. And most of them are divorced now, but when they were married, they couldn't talk to their ex-wives. Because it always turned into a fight, or the drama got turned up to like 10. And it was like walking on eggshells 24/7, 365. Yeah. There will always be someone to hang out with. Well, yeah, I suppose. You know, if you're one of that 20% of all the people who stay married, maybe you enjoy that. But if not, I can't tell you how many guys don't have sex, don't talk to their wives, and they don't hang out with them either. They're just going through the motions because it's cheaper to keep her, which is a horrible fucking thing. You're less likely to feel depressed. Okay. All right. This is absolute fucking horseshit right here. Because if you're walking on eggshells, you're not getting any sex, you can't talk to your ex-wife, you're not even happy being there, you're going to be fucking depressed. Period. Okay, there will be someone to take care of you until you really need them to do it, and then they're fucking gone. That happened to me. Got blown up in Iraq, had a TBI. Ex-wife drew a red line through my name and ran me through the coals. Didn't take care of me. Didn't give a fuck. Let's see. Marriage boosts your psychological health. Only if you're one of the 20% who's actually happy. Otherwise, some of these men, literally, I've talked to a lot of these guys, like it's like a state of living death. I have guys refer to themselves as the married undead. Does that sound beneficial? I don't think so. You get to be a good parent if you're in the house. If not, your kids are fucked. You know? I know lots of guys who saw their kids, you know, twice a month, did everything they could. And the kids turn 18, get hooked on dope, you know, start dropping kids left and right, drop out of college, get in trouble with the law. Yeah, it doesn't work out. Here we go. Marriage adds some zing. No, not really. Maybe it's the first 2 years after you get married, but after that, kids come along or the sex drive goes away and you're stuck in a sexless marriage. I apologize, these advertisements keep popping up here. You can find a companion for your older years. Okay. Companion. That is an interesting term. Now, you can have a companion and you don't have to be married. In fact, if you want to actually get into a long-term relationship and not get married, not have kids, go for it. If you're in a state that doesn't have common law. But if you are, you're fucked. And there is no guarantee that these women are going to stick around in your older years. I know lots of guys who turned 55, 60 years old, married over 20 years, and all of a sudden, she's done. She doesn't want to put up with you. You find a cheerleader for life. That is a joke. Social benefits of marriage. All right. Now, first of all, I'm going to tell you right now. Those social benefits that you used to get when you were married, they're long gone. All right. Chances are you're going to be looked at as a cad and a fool if you decide to get married in today's day and age. And a lot of your buddies will tell you that to your face, but I can guarantee you they're thinking it. All right. Let's see. There's a greater acceptance of married couples. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, it's not. No. All right. Now, when they're talking about, this companionship, dog. There you go. Got somebody waiting for you at home. Always going to like you. It's all good to go. Love. Well, you can mimic that with dark chocolate and whiskey. I've done it. And it works. All right. If you want to have people to talk to, get some dude friends. Like, I'm blessed. I did all that time in the military. I have close fucking friends I can talk to anytime. Here we go. You develop richer social bonds. Bunch of bullshit. Married couples have higher social security if they stay married. If they don't, the wife takes half of the dude's social security and he never gets to retire. And he will have to work until the day he fucking dies. Even if he was married or divorced. It doesn't fucking matter. If you're married for 10 years and one day, your ex-wife can take half your shit away. More social schemes for married couples. That is bullshit. All right, I love this. There will be someone to share the household work. All right, this is a sticking point right here. All right. If you're the dude and you make a majority of the money for that house and you're working 40 to 60 hours a week and you come home to a house and then your wife is bitching at you because you're not helping around the house with the fucking bullshit, walk over to the wall, flip the switch a couple times, go, oh yeah, the lights work because I'm paying the fucking bills. They hate it when you tell them that, and a lot of times they're like, well, he's lazy. I don't want to be married to him anymore. Yeah. Here we go. This one's good here. Marriage increases your household income. All right. So if your wife makes 40, 50 grand a year and you make, 50, 60 grand a year and she's willing to come off that money, yes, this is true. But a lot of the times, and this is the attitude a lot of women have, my money is my money and his money is my money. There is no we or us. It's just me. You become more disciplined. All right. Now, if you're a dude and you're in provider protector mode, this is very common. Lots of guys have kids. And I knew lots of guys who just didn't like to get up in the morning and fucking worked all kinds of odd jobs. Then they wind up having a kid. Next thing you know, they're clocking in at 8 in the morning, working 40 to 60 hours. So, I would have to say that is fairly accurate. You can take better decisions. All right. I really don't see how you get better decisions. All right. If you're good with money and your wife is bad with money, there's really no consensus there for good decisions. Because I can almost guarantee you she wants to spend money based on her emotional needs, and the man wants to spend money based on actual needs. And this is another main reason for divorce. I can't tell you how many guys got divorced because they didn't want to pay $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for Disney vacations. All right, they didn't want to come out of pocket and then run up their credit cards through the roof just so you can take his wife on an annual vacation. And guys will do this until they can pay no more. They leverage themselves up to their eyeballs. And then all of a sudden, you can't do it anymore. She's gone. And you're holding the bag. Because most of the time in a divorce, the dude gets the debt. Legal benefits of marriage for a dude, there is none. All right, you can have joint ownership of assets. Yes. And she will take half. Better planning of expenses and bigger savings. If you have a wife that is responsible with their money, yes. If not, no. And a large majority of these feminists, yeah, my money's my money, his money's my money. There's no saving there. You can avail tax benefits. So you can file jointly and maybe get a little bit more money that you're not going to get to spend. Yeah, because, keeping up with the Joneses or Jamals. The marriage certificate really comes in handy. I love how they try to sell this. My God. This is such propaganda. What a bunch of bullshit. All right, I gotta get off this one. This is driving me crazy here. Okay, let's see what we got here. Got another super chat here. Boss Bodie, should I make Boba Fett baby with a surrogate? I don't know, maybe. If that's what you want to do. Let's see. We're talking about kung fu fighting. George Winters. I learned Taekwondo on 10 Mile in Van Dyke. That's actually fairly close to where the lair is. Yeah, melee weapons are silent and consume 0 ammo. Yes, they are silent to hit somebody with them, and then they scream like a fucking stuck pig. If you are so unfortunate as to stick a piece of steel into another human being, it is the equivalent of mental rape. You don't want to do it if you don't have to. Let's see. Oh, somebody needs to buy Popp a Krieg Monsieur. I'm thinking of buying one of those. Let's see. And somebody says the SCA was awesome. Yeah, it is. I think I might try to get back into it if I can get my health in right. Yeah. All right, here we go. Rish Nix. Popp, the benefits of marriage list makes perfect sense when you realize that it's about how marriage benefits women. Yep. Absolutely correct. Let's see. D-Man50, sent in 5, no comment. Sorry. All right. Alan Finchbaum, if marriage was so great for men, they wouldn't need to advertise it with puff pieces extolling its virtues. Absolutely correct. Oh, let's see. Ross Bodie, KNW, you said that 9mm all you need really, but if you're gonna get a suppressed revolver, what would you recommend? Well, first of all, you're not suppressing a revolver. All right, there's a World War II British revolver that I believe it's double action, and when you fire it, the revolving portion actually connects to the barrel. So when you fire it, there isn't a lot of excess escaping gas. But typically revolvers, they're fucking loud as hell. And if you shoot the big ones and you're unfortunate enough to get your finger up there, when this goes off, it can literally blow off chunks of meat off your fingertips. That shit's loud. There is no suppressed revolvers. If you want something suppressed, I'm sure you can find a nice 9mm Glock. You can get an aftermarket threaded barrel. Fill out the paperwork for the tax stamp for to buy a can and put it on there. You should be fine. Let's see. I wonder what Popp think about Dave Ramsey's. I'm not familiar with that name. I'm bad with names, so. Let's see. Looper RX. I have more disposable income now than when I was married. Even after child support, they literally are succubi. Absolutely correct. Listen, there's a lot of shit to be said about being single. Like, for instance, new laptop. I'm working on it right now, getting ready, up and running. It's a gaming laptop. Did I have to actually talk to anybody? Oh, I'd like to buy this item with my own money. Can I have your permission? No! Fucking I wanted to buy it. I look in my account. Okay. Well, I can afford it. Boom. It fucking happens. It is what it is. Now, unfortunately, I'm retired. Retirees don't really have a lot of money, and I'm not making, fuck all doing this. I just do it mainly for my own sanity and fucking pull as many people from the maw of death as I possibly can. But it is what it is. Hell yeah, gaming laptop, yeah. Alright, what is Popp's War Thunder handle? Is Calzool, KALZOOLPOPP. Calzool Popp. I believe I have 2 accounts. One with a hyphen, one without the hyphen. So, you can find me on there. I'm usually on there 1 or 2 hours every 2 or 3 days. Like, before I went to Iraq, I was all into Dungeons and Dragons and playing video games. I just fucking loved it. And then there's a weird phenomena that happens in a war zone when you have to roll out the wire or, face, being, dismembered or wounded or killed. you have to develop a mindset where you literally think of yourself as already dead. And once I was able to flip that switch in my brain pan, I had so much anxiety just go away. But little did I know, it's been over 15 fucking years, and I can't unflip that switch. I just can't find the joy. I do everything in my power to do it, but you can't force it. It is what it is. All right. And you guys crack me up. Yeah, Popp, see more negative crap than I would want. Yeah. Cold steel drop forged knives are ball bearing steel, one piece, God mode. Yep. Yeah, Fortis, you just don't turn it off. You can't. Yeah, once you can envision yourself as just being dead, and you live in that state long enough, I've really tried hard to turn it back on, and I can a little bit, but it is what it is. Since when this stream became about selling single life, or that's right, since the beginning. Listen, when I went to Chicago in 19 for ICMI, I believe it was 2019, I sat down with a reporter, and they were interviewing me, and she was like literally bringing up marriage over and over again. So finally, this is where I got the idea. I said, please, sell me marriage. Why should I get marriage? And the first thing she said was, well, you have companionship. Dog. Well, you have somebody who loves you. Dark chocolate and whiskey. Or if you're a woman, red wine in a box. Covered. What's next? Well, you get more money. Only if you're allowed to have more money. You get to live longer. As a slave? No, thank you. Yeah, needless to say, it didn't go much farther than that, and I never saw the interview on TV, so I don't think it happened. Okay, we got here from channel 1-800-DUMB. Popp, bless you, Jimmy Bones needs to help me with my deck. Polovska Bob is a poopy pants, and Blake needs a holiday on a ship. No straws today, god damn it. Bless you all. All right, thank you. I appreciate it, really do. All right. Well, we've been going for about 2 hours here, so I'm going to be cutting it off here shortly. And I want to apologize for everyone. The phone thing dropped off. I'm going to get it fixed. We're going to do this again. Ideally, I would like to have a call-in show at a minimum of once a week, maybe twice a week. Because there's a lot of guys out there that got fucking stories, man. And they just want to get them off their chest. And it really does fucking help. All right? Listen, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist. I really couldn't even stomach the school needed to get those certificates because you have to deal with a bunch of liberal faggots that, quite frankly, don't know what the fuck they're doing. I guess you could say I'm a glorified life coach. And I wrote a whole book about it called The Warrior's Way and the Soldier's Soul, which is doing quite well. And I'm going to have it on print on demand shortly. I just need to get it edited. And we'll be off and running. Let's see what we got going on here. We'll check the emails one last time. Let's see. Just, okay. Lewis Churchill. All right. Lewis. Thank you very much. Let's see. ScrewTube, in my opinion, is fucking with you. I sent the $20 donation. You read it twice. I sent $5 to say I am also getting volunteered this weekend. As for your comment about it, if they charge me $20 twice, no problem. You deserve it. I think ScrewTube may be fucking with the live stream chat. Yeah, they are. Yeah, we're getting some problems with those people. Okay. Well, I think that's about it. Again, I apologize, you know, for the call-in fucking up, but it is what it is. Let's see. Another one from channel 1-800-DUMB. Over 440 Popp. You are here for a reason, sir. Yeah. Do you know what you know the number 440 is? Under the United States doctrine, a standard battalion of men is 440 dudes. I just went to 476. So quite literally, a battalion of men have been saved from death, plus an extra platoon. And I have a feeling the forces that be are very unhappy with me because I'm getting in the way of their hopelessness, their killing of love, and their relishing in the pain and misery that men have to endure in today's day and age. So it is what it is. A Polska Bob, beer money, $20. Thank you very much, bro. Let's see the bets. Alrighty, so I am planning to do today's Thursday. I'll have a supporter stream on Sunday. I'm going to be talking about probably a lot of current affairs going on with Ukraine and Russia. I got some feelers out. I'm trying to get some open source information on who actually did the fucking pipeline bombing. We've got warships off the coast of Alaska that are China and Russia. So it's heating up out there. All right, here, Tracy Wilborn. Selling marriage is possible. It just requires a lot of liquor and some lead persuasion. Yes, it does. All right. That's it for today, gentlemen. And thank you. I am honored you showed up. And again, I apologize for the calling thing effing up. But it did work for over an hour. So, all right. I'll talk to you. Take it easy.